Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. Well said by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. It's been 75 years since that day while we are calling ourselves independent, but here $1 million question arises: are we really independent? A good introspection of one's life will give a very dismissal answer, a big no. Independence was not gifted to us, but our freedom fighters fought for it and achieved. But still, the progress is made to a very certain amount. There are plenty of issues from which our country needs to be liberated, and some of these are poverty, illiteracy, unemployment, Naxalism, and terrorism in the name of religion makes us really wonder if we are actually secular. Violence against women is increasing day by day. It's becoming a prominent topic these days. Rape, female feticide, acid attacks, dowry deaths, and whatnot. If we believe Wikipedia and NCRB, National Crime Records Bureau of India, it says that in every 3 minutes a woman is subjected to some kind of violence in our country. An annual report of 2019 of NCRB says that 32,000 cases were reported across the country, on an average of 88 cases daily. And I'm highlighting the word reported because there goes an equal number of cases unreported in India. In 2021, women are fighting to make their own choices. Even children are not spared. They are easily prey for human traffickers. Report says that there are over 12 million child workers in India, and as many as a child disappears in every 8 minutes, according to NCRB. They are kidnapped for child labor, begging, and sexual exploitation. Corruption is becoming another major problem and haunting Indians and adversely affecting Indian economic system. It has made its way into the heart and veins of the government offices. Every Indian have a first-hand experience of paying bribe to get their jobs done at public offices. Government means self-independent. But we, the people of India, have to pay bribe to get our jobs done. Even to get a basic gas connection, we have to pay bribe. Is this the freedom we are really talking about? Rabindranath Tagore truly puts up the meaning of freedom. It says that where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free and the world has not been broken up into fragments. Oh my father, let my country awake, let my country awake. But none of the gurus have words come true. And suddenly we have started taking pride in saying that India is the world's largest democracy. But mere holding elections does not constitute democracy. There are reasons where political instability happens and booth capturing, rigging is taking place. Politicians often use religion as a weapon to target large share of votes. India is a country where the constitution guarantees freedom of speech, but the government does not. Politicians often say that internet governance is an oxymoron, but while simultaneously jailing people who are raising their voice against government on social networking sites. But now the silent middle class have started raising their voice, especially against UAPA, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, and even the Supreme Court Judge Justice Deepak Gupta said that being anti-government does not mean being anti-national. And national integration is essential for any nation with social, cultural, religious, linguistic, and geographical diversities, and it becomes even more necessary for a country like India. There are people in India which wants communal peace and harmony, but while simultaneously people with sectarian conflicts create division in the society. But we should not get into the trap of these ill-minded people, and let's adopt independent thinking of religious tolerance, mutual acceptance, and cherish each other culture, religion, language. As we say that united we stand and divided we fall. Let's come together by keeping all our differences aside and work to heal India and make it free from all sorts of slavery. Thank you. Have a nice day. It was me, Ishita Sangwan.